Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Heroes of the Witcherverse, which is now my new thing that I'm going to do forever. I say that, but let's get real. I'm not going to do that forever. So, last session, our heroes teleported to Skellig via a portal in Melatelli, and they ended up in Tor Gavalchka, which is and I'll transport the little, oh, look at Vivian, still on there. Let me just, this ancient elven tower that was built, hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. It almost felt like it was in touch with magic and everything. As the heroes were kind of around there, they started they found a door that, and let me move to the other page so you guys can see it a little bit better. They found this door here, and it had this strange looking lock on it. And as they were trying to mess with it, trying to decipher the code, the 7-letter code to that lock, some of the characters got attacked by some form of magical ray. Nobody did any checks on it, so nobody knows fully what that was.
Doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Adalia but truly believing that it just doesn't exist.
Hot take.
With that, they decided to scale down the mountain and get into the city of Marlin Coast, where they're trying to find a boat to get across the seas to go meet Mousesack, to try to help save Phasia. When they got here, they found that the town was mostly abandoned. There was a small group of people in what looked like a fish shop, where they would scale them and slice them, hang them for drying, all that stuff. And there was a
bed in there.
That's a good question. All the remains of the city were inside of that little hut. The party then walked on in and introduced themselves. Broy actually helped one of the children that were there with a broken arm. As they went and talking to the owner, based off of what their beliefs is, the owner, or at least the leader, whose name was Therit, they discovered that the Dorve town was cursed and the plague was being spread throughout Undvik, which is the island that they're on. Undvik! Corzo, investigating a little bit further, discovered that it sounded as if it was some sort of a night wraith that has been taking over the land and murdering other people. This town has been packing up and abandoning, and what's left in this little hut is the remains of the entire group of people. They're currently building a few boats. Well, they had been during the day, and they have one that looks questionable to sail currently. They have promised to give them said boat and try to improve it to make it better for them to sail across the seas, to hopefully tell their family to come back if they can rid the plague. And with that, everybody kind of went and settled down for the night, excluding Sevatar, who was checking out the ship during all of this. And as Sevatar kind of looked at the ship, he saw that it wasn't well built. It looks like it needs quite a bit of improvement. It might be able to sail across the sea, but it's going to be tough. Yeah. And then I believe everybody decided to take a long rest inside of here. Sevatar, I believe you did as well, correct? Or correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, seeing as the boat is rickety as frick, and everyone else is kind of inside here. I'm probably going to slip back inside, but I don't think... Did we set up watch at all? Do we want watches? Because I know they said Oogie Boogies are coming in during the night.
Fucking Oogie Boogies.
Yeah. Because if not, I only have to sleep for 4 hours because I'm an elf. So I'm going to make some poisons with the 4 hours that I have left, waiting for everyone to wake up.
Okay. And all of you guys are pretty exhausted. Those of you that are elves, because I believe there's a couple of you that are elves, you do have a little bit of downtime, extra downtime, a little 4 hours. You can go ahead and make poisons and stuff like that. Adalia, you could, make some arrows or something like that if you'd like, or you could just kind of curl up by the fire.
Yeah, we're hermits. We just make tea and watch the sunrise.
All right.
That good retirement life.
Yeah, exactly.
With that,
I was adopted, okay?
I thought you were left in the woods.
those of you that are not elves, can you make me a con save?
Is this
Yes.
before we finish the short rest?
This is
Long
before
rest.
the long rest, yeah.
Oh, save you said, yeah?
Yeah.
No. So the X doesn't work. Okay, that'll work.
I didn't spend a lot of time with my parents. They were loving, but I always felt like an outsider. I mean, they were little, like, turtle-looking beings, and they're super cute, but I have pointy ears, and I'm 6 feet tall.
Turtle-looking bee.
Yeah, they're two little, like, like Michelangelo and his wife.
Donatello, yeah. Cowabunga, bro.
Sevatar, you're over there mixing some poisons, and Adalia is just over there every once in a while just saying a couple things about her
I'm
family.
listening.
And
Yeah.
you are, but when he says turtle, or when she says turtle people, you're just like, what? That threw you off. For sure.
I'll actually look up at that. Turtle people.
Yes, I believe their race is somewhere here in my character sheet. If I could just find it.
I'm gonna like hold the mortar and pestle, like fully like stopped, just waiting for this turtle story.
They took me in as a child. I never knew my real parents.
Oh, I see. Not real parents. That makes more
The
sense.
most I've gathered from the story is that I was left there as a baby, and they took me in because of their simple lifestyle out in the country next to the forest. And they raised me as their own. It was great. But I spent a lot of time on my own out in the woods.
We'll go back to grinding real quick. Too bad the Witchers didn't get a hold of you. We could view someone with your talent.
Yes, my parents were very distrusting of magic and the new ways of the world. And so not many outsiders made their way into our lands.
Times change. I'm gonna go back to grinding.
Where do you come from?
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow real quick and kind of glance over at Corzo. Do you not know the story of Witchers and what we do? Who we are.
You don't know where you were raised, though? You don't have a place you call home?
I shrug a little bit. No, not that I can recall. It's been a long time. I know I may not look it, but I'm almost on my 180th year.
Why haven't you settled down? Found a place in the woods to disappear for the rest of your life?
Too much money to make.
Everyone else is asleep during this, right?
Yes.
Money. It does seem to make this world go round.
Unfortunately, and fortunately, yes, it does. It's also what gets people to talk, and gets you things as well. Yes, a nice cabin in the woods would be cozy, but that's not exactly my cup of tea.
I'll offer him like the tea that I've been brewing.
Thanks. I'm gonna trade him one of my cigars. Sorry, her. One of my cigars. You'll get used to the flavor.
I pocket away. I'm like a squirrel.
Dahlia, can you make me a nature check?
Yeah. Got this. Oh, fuck, no, I don't. Never mind. I just know how to survive. I haven't been out a lot. I know my
Yeah.
work really well.
Yeah, Sevatar, you take a sip of it and you're like, this is pretty bad, but not the worst you've ever had. It's almost like it's a little, it's got too much herbs in it, like physical chunks you're swallowing.
I miss my home. I'm not used to these leaves and these plants.
Yeah, I might have something to help with this. I'm gonna pull my flask out and just do 2 little glugs into her tea and mine.
Cheers.
Cheers. What's the weather like outside? Are we noticing like any change in the weather? Or is it just continually kind of raining and drizzling?
It's just raining and drizzling right now. It's not insane. It hasn't there's no thunderstorms happening right now. It's just all around rainy. And it's not even that. It's not heavy rain.
Right.
Yeah. But no, it hasn't
Looking-
changed.
I'm just gonna look back to a Dolly real quick and again glance at Corzo. So this talk of ghosts and specters. Did you find anything when you went out earlier?
I kept an eye out, looking for any shadows, but no trouble. It seems like the city's just been hibernating. It's empty.
We'll look back
I
to the rest
pulled
of the
these
group.
furs out of somebody's home.
Yes, that was strange that he just offered these, well, I'm gonna wrinkle my nose a little bit. Exquisite leathers. But I'm gonna look back to Corzo again. Corzo seems to want, and unfortunately I feel like he might be rubbing off a little bit on me and helping these people in order to barter for passage. Originally my plan was to just wake you all quietly in the morning, steal the boat, and make our way to the new island. He's got a heart in him, and a big one for a Witcher. Strange.
Corzo, you said that they'd exchange their boat for services?
That's correct.
Corzo, you are asleep right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
That's been like a dress again, I assumed.
Just look over and he just sacked out by the fire. Yeah.
Having a stream
Well,
that
yes.
is going exactly
Right.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. They seemed to have wanted our help, and in exchange, we'll sail the boat for us.
True. That'll make life a whole lot easier.
I've had my share of lakes and rivers in the forest, but nothing like this.
I'm gonna look down at the current poison. I'm trying to make him realize that I've screwed the pooch on this one. Oops.
Got distracted.
Just a little bit. Sorry. This is the most I've talked in probably the past 2 years. But I'm gonna take a heavy swig. It is actually nice to be around people. Well, people you can somewhat trust. You know how humans are.
Wait, Ben, I have a question. Are you still wearing your shadow cloak right now?
I have my hood pulled down, so no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not the creepy shadow in the corner as you watch the mortar and pestle
hood-
turn.
It
No,
didn't
I have it.
not
Yeah.
have sound come out either, so I'm just hearing like.
Yeah. No, I have the hood and everything pulled down, so no, it's not active right now.
No, the hood doesn't do that. The hood.
Yeah, he
doesn't
has
have-
it all. He has it off, or like kind of half on right now, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's taken off of his body enough that he's fine.
Yeah.
It's not active with the action
Yeah.
activated or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I have to use an action to activate it.
Oh, you do? I thought it was just on.
No,
Well,
I have to
it
use an
is
action.
it is on. So if you're wearing it, it is on. So you have to physically take the entire cloak off. But for the sake of this, we'll just say you have it like mostly off, and like one arm is sticking through it right now. But yeah, it's not just a disengage with the head. It's the entire cloak itself.
So like some sort of cool like Itachi thing where he just like kind of has one like arm like sticking out of like you know the center and just like it's just kind of hanging there. Oh, it's fucking lit.
Humans are interesting.
Yeah, can't trust them though. That's my issue with them. Even these poor skags out here, stuck on an island with some sort of ghost. But luckily, I'm gonna turn and kind of pat my crossbow that I have on the floor. We have a way of dealing with that tomorrow.
Yes.
And with that, you guys start to see the sun starting to peek over in the distance, across the ocean.
A day it will bring.
It'll be a good day for hunting. I'm gonna go and has it been about 8 hours at this point?
It's getting towards the end. Yeah, you're starting to see
Okay.
people kind of start to shake awake. Corzo and Broy are the first to kind of stumble up.
Ben, are we the
Closely
only
followed by
elves in this party?
I think so.
Okay. And I'm
Gang. Oh, I'm full elf.
I'm a wood elf.
Yeah. I know that human distrust.
Yeah, I
We
know.
get our full rest though.
Bunch of
Yeah.
wieners.
Yeah, you guys get your full rest, and as you guys are waking up at this point, you feel still a little exhausted from the day before, where you experienced just so much, having to fight and survive. At this point, you guys are still on that mission, so you do wake up without having that lag, but yeah, you guys, you're all getting up.
May I have a point of order really quick, just for clarity's sake?
Of course.
The magical items that are in
Yeah.
our tab over there, who
Yeah.
has all of those things?
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
so the
Amulet
amulet
of
of
the
the heart is Broy.
Okay.
The blade of Erlin is Vivian. The
Okay.
cloak of shadows is Sevatar.
Sevatar, obviously.
KingKorgax's dagger is Corzo.
Right.
Nefreru's pendant is Vivian. I think it's Vivian as well. The strange box is Corzo.
And then
The Lost
also,
World is a new one that it's not your guys's.
Okay.
Oh, the lost world? I'm a little concerned about
Yeah,
that.
I
First of
realized
all, I don't even
The
see that
lost
one.
Yeah.
Second of all,
world.
I will point out my sword is not on this list.
Yeah.
Your sword is
yeah.
not. You're right. Because you put it into
I-
your character sheet. This was before we switched over, and I never
Right.
actually made a
Okay,
token
cool.
for it.
I clicked
So-
on the blade to like look at I was like, oh, what does my sword do? And I was like, this isn't my
Yeah,
sword.
I'll have to make you a better one.
Y'all like
Uh,
dinosaurs? That's where we're going.
So
as I
Thornwood
rise
Vine
to-
is not in here, but it will
if
be
we're
in
talking
here
about
next
King
time.
Corbett's dagger, I see it in the magical items list.
No, a different one. His vine
Okay.
longsword from a while
Yeah.
ago.
Okay, the one that's like
Yeah.
selling his soul or some shit.
No, not really. No.
As I rise to start waking the others, I'm gonna just press a poison vial to Adalia. Thanks for the conversation. If you need more of this, you know where to get it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna pull my cloak up and go wake up Broy.
All right.
Roy, this is your father speaking. It looks like you've wet the bed again.
You never do that. How's the
Wakey,
boy?
wakey. Oh,
Him. I'm gonna glance over. Is the kid okay? I know Broy broke his arm last night, but
I fixed it.
Broy
just
definitely
making sure,
fixed
yeah.
his arm.
okay.
But
It's
he did also break it.
he
did.
did also
For the
break
greater
it. You're
good.
absolutely right. He's completely asleep. Same with the mom. They've been up for a long time and they're just out still.
It looks like he's passed in his sleep, Broy. I don't know what you did.
He
but
is breathing. You can tell
Sorry.
that.
I don't know how perceptive Broy is.
Ooh, that's a good question. How perceptive?
Adalia, can you give me a
Oh, he's
perception check?
breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I assume as everybody's starting to wake up, you kind of just stand up and start walking towards the windows. You're not a people person, so as the people start rising, you're kind of going away from that. And as you start looking out at the sunrise and just seeing it, you start to see a small little boat coming down towards you. It looks
Lloyd's, like it's
towards this village.
Oh,
It
you
looks
said
like
Adalia, you said-
500 feet, 600 feet away. It's very, very small right now.
It's a small boat.
It's a very small boat, yeah.
I'll wait. I'll take note because if it's, I'm gonna keep watching the boat. Once I can confirm it's getting closer to the village, like they have a heading of towards us, I'll turn to the group and say, like, is anybody expecting company?
I'm gonna.
There's a boat coming.
No,
And-
we
I'll go check it
as far as
out.
I'm aware, we have no contacts here, nor does anyone know we're here really.
Ferret is getting up right now. There's a boat coming? And he
Yes,
kind of walks on over to the window.
I'm gonna go Batman and dip outside.
Okay. Everybody watches you just leave.
Yep.
And then they
Woke
see
up.
you Adalia kind of watches as you go out and knock a bucket down from the edge of the little stairway, knock it into
Oops.
the dirt or mud at this point. It's sprinkling
Batman.
right now.
Wonderful,
It's
the
not raining as bad as it was earlier. It is sprinkling though. And Ferret looks out, sees it. Let me go get my spyglass. And he heads back in a little further, goes into a cabinet, pulls out a spyglass, comes back. Ah! Clan on crate! That's
I'll
who's
take this
coming.
box Pelt to my bag.
Who is that?
Oh, it's another one of the clans. I can't spot quite who it is, but they're flying with the clan on crates colors.
Are they friend or foe?
It depends on who it is. Most of them, not friends. But the small ship like that, they must just be checking it out. And so you guys can all see the flag that's being flown. It has this kind of swirling with these ships on it.
Is your boat seaworthy? We can meet them in the bay.
It's seaworthy, but yeah, it's seaworthy. And he starts to put on his boots and starts to head on out into the muddy area. Starts getting out, and at this point, this boat is now about 100 feet away. And you guys can spot that it's just a singular person, kind of hanging out and slowly rowing his way over.
100 feet away. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna load
Yeah,
my
at this point, you
crossbow
can-
and
you can
take
spot
aim
it.
at him
Okay.
just in case.
I'm still affixing the fox pelt to my bag,
A fix away.
tightening my boots. I'm ready for the day.
All right.
I'll go
Thi-
outside and
Okay.
go kind of towards the coastline, but not all the way out.
Okay. Thera is right now getting his boat tied and making sure everything's nice and safe with it so it's not going to go away. And he looks up and he shouts very loudly, "Who are you?"
Then we hear a gunshot and he collapses to the floor and we never hear from him again.
Fuck.
Wouldn't that be great?
It's like old Yeller.
It rings through the hills.
Yeah, actually, my character is a sci-fi Rick and Morty character.
Oh God, no! It's not Snowball, is it?
I would like my testicles back.
Polaris,
Yeah.
come on the check-in.
And at that point, he goes, "Oh, so it is you."
You need to turn up Vivian and.
Yeah, I am right now. Well, I have Vivian as high as Vivian can be. So,
Oh, you faked.
but I can do something else. So let me.
I'll work on
adjust.
getting myself as high as I can too.
Guys, I think he found a boat.
Something else.
Could I drop 30 feet to the right of our old man here and just take aim at whoever's in the boat as they come ashore, just in case?
Yeah, of course.
Just in case.
Go ahead
Can't
and roll
trust
me a
humans.
new stealth as well.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can you guys hear that?
I
Yes.
definitely can.
Sounds like a
you
fan.
you
or
can go
something.
back to what it was before. I turned you up.
A wind tunnel.
All right.
Wind.
As
You said quick, Brian.
as this man starts to kind of row his way over, you guys notice that he has this bear outfit on right now. Almost looks like a werewolf, but you can tell that it's all just like this bear hide that's completely over the top of him. And he's got this staff that he's kind of waving up in the air right now to kind of signal that he means no harm. And
Seen this before. It's a war chant.
Magic! It's magic! Shoot him down!
Aye, aye, Captain.
at this point,
Let him
he
fly.
rows all the way up to the edge of the dock, right next to Therit, unless anybody is going to shoot him or anything like that.
As they approach, I'm definitely gonna like try to dip in behind them as he or she starts conversing with our boy here,
Stick your finger up his butt.
just in case.
The word of the day.
The word of the day. Today is brought to you by the word.
Therit comes over and kind of reaches his arm out to Polaris. It's good to see you. What brings you over here?
I just come in to check in on y'all, see what how the village doing.
Well, the village is all kind of left. You might have seen it was kind of bulky out in the other. Give me 1 second. Out at Homestead Port. I don't know if you stopped by there on your way over, but we've all fled from here and headed out over there.
I was going to make my rounds next, but I just wanted to stop here first.
Well, welcome. Yeah, we've all decided to abandon this town due to the curse that's kind of plaguing. But these gentlemen here have decided to help rid us of that plague.
In
I was gonna-
exchange for passage.
I was going to ask
Yes,
who the
in
welcoming
exchange for
party was.
passage.
Is your clan not affected by the plague?
Great question.
No, it's not. This is the first time that you're hearing of it, and you're actually kind of curious to know what he's even talking about.
While they're
You
having
need
this
to change your
conversation, I'm
game.
gonna go try to find myself a fur that I
Korgax.
can wear.
Yeah,
Your title's still Hots.
I realize that. Let me change it right now. Thank you for catching that.
You're just gonna go back inside and like steal it off of somebody's sleeping body? What the hell are you gonna do, Daniel?
I'm gonna go to the same place you went and found furs.
I gave the key back, or still have it. One or the other.
I'm gonna head over that direction too because he didn't bring me any.
Yeah, then I'll say, "Can I have the
furs.
key? I need to go grab a fur because it's cold."
Fair. If I have it, I'll give it to you.
And then I'll go do that.
What does homie here look like who just rode up on us?
He's got a werewolf pelt. slung over his
Yeah,
face.
I know he's wearing bear.
He
Bear.
didn't ride up. He floated up for the record.
Oh, I thought it was rode up.
We're looking at a man in a full bear skin. It looks quite warm. He doesn't look particularly strong, but he's a little chubby. Like,
It's a little thick.
Yeah.
There we go.
He stays insulated for the winter.
Can we tell by looking if he yiffs?
He's
No.
not yet, unfortunately.
Thank God. No, I'd have to shoot you in the back of the head right now.
Dodge
You
one.
keep that stuff at home where it belongs.
Not in this form, he doesn't.
He looks
Well,
like a
like
person
weapons?
of the land for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say a barbarian-looking fellow?
Yeah.
Very close.
Okay.
But definitely carrying a staff with a very starry, glowy orb. Looks a little too magical, for your typical barbarian.
Where's the staff located?
In hand, right hand.
Never mind then.
He's using it, and he actually uses it to help like pull himself out of the ship, or the little boat. And as you guys see this boat, it looks like it's got a sail on it, and it's got a couple of rows. It's a small 1 to 2 person is what it's meant for. You could potentially fit like 4 people on it. It is well built, and it looks like it has gone through the ocean many times, gone around the islands.
I just watched
well
the
used.
Titanic last night, which was a bad decision, but it lets me know that we could fit more than 4 people on that boat.
4 looks like it's definitely pushing it. 2 is what it's meant for. 4 looks like max capacity.
This is a very small boat to make it across the ocean. You must not have traveled far. How is your city not affected by the plague?
I've made my rounds.
What are your routes?
Each of your travels is from island to island. Polaris is typically like 2 to 3 days from one island to the next. So it's not like you're out on the ocean for weeks at a time.
I get around the islands, keep myself a little sturdy, like my boat.
Go for it.
To you actually. And where is it exactly you said your people are fleeing to?
We're fleeing over to Homeston Port. It's a new village that we've been slowly spreading to and building up over in Ardskellig.
Homestein.
Oh, I will spell it out for you guys. Wrong page. Homeston's Port.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So, what seems to be the issue here?
Well,
There's a night wraith.
that. Well, I guess that's what it's been described as. But to me, we've just seen, well, I've never seen it, but people have seen some ghosts spreading up and plaguing them, raising more ghosts from the bodies and killing them. The whole town of Dorvestown is gone.
Can I just make a intelligence? Or have I heard of night wraiths ever reanimating other bodies, or is this something that's new?
Go ahead. Make me one. A
Just intelligence.
yeah, just an Arcana works with advantage.
Well,
You've not heard of necessarily them reanimating bodies or anything like that, but you do know that if creatures die in a horrific way, especially when they're, grouped together in something like this, that
okay, yeah.
that could cause more and more ghosts being raised. Some of them could be night wraiths as well. The more gruesome the death, the more likely
dear.
something like this is to happen.
Well,
So,
that's troublesome.
Corzo, shit.
so, where do you lovely lot come from?
We come from the mainland mostly.
He kind of walk and leans over to you. They come from teleporters. That's what that one over
Up
there
on the hill
said,
by that big castle.
pointing at Adalia.
Yep, a nod. We teleported.
Okay, the easy route, I see.
Polaris, this is the first time you've ever heard of people teleporting to get here. Unless it was like some sort of like very powerful wizard or something like that, or sorcerer. That's not something most people have access to. So when he says that and when they are starting to talk about it, it kind of catches you off guard. You start to realize that they might be more powerful than they look.
I was gonna say, I'm
very
assuming
strong,
if they-
influential people.
I was gonna say I'm assuming they look like not like common folk.
They look
I look
beat the fuck up is what they look like right now. Cloaks torn, armors ripped apart. Blood has kind of stained a lot of their clothing and cloaks at this point. They look like they haven't showered in almost months. Not necessarily that long as how long it's been, but that's what it looks like. Their hair all has like sweat and blood in it. They look pretty disgusting. But they look like they've survived something.
Okay. Points are still low.
Yeah, you guys can go
I
ahead
was
and
trying
boost
to
those
not
HP
call
back.
attention to it. I just wanted to let them figure it out, but all right.
So, you all okay? You need a little, rest? Maybe a nap?
We just came off of a long rest.
Oh.
We're all quite strong. Perhaps you could help your fellow clansmen or brother clansmen or whatever.
It's better to
And,
do these things during the day anyway. Night
You know
wraiths
what?
are only
Whoa,
active
whoa.
at night.
What? Why is that? Oh, they're only.
Is it a night wraith that we have to kill? You're sure of this?
All
How do you
signs
kill a
point to
ghost?
yes. We're not going to kill it. We're going to help it move on.
Send it to the
I've
afterlife.
watched you guys help many, many, many things move on.
This one's a little different.
Requires
pull the
a
hood
ritual of
back.
sorts.
Okay.
Ritual.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll keep you safe, Broy.
I'll
We've
keep
gotta
you
find
safe.
it
What are you
first.
talking about?
So I suggest we get along.
There kind of looks at Polaris and goes, Maybe it'd be smart for you to check it out as well. Maybe you can report it out back to the Jarl.
Well, there is a mention of plague for this land, and I'm going to put on my doctor face mask thing.
Huh?
I would assume he'd be very interested in this, so if you don't mind me tagging along, at least to check out what's going on.
The more the merrier.
So long as you're sufficient.
I'll wake up the rest. We'll get started on those boats just in case you don't come back. We should have them up and running today, so yeah.
Is
you guys
Polaris a
luck.
human?
Indeed he is.
He is? Okay. Thank y'all.
Human.
Can't trust
and he's wearing the whole headgear,
Can't trust
right?
him.
You're still wearing that, right, Polaris?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a little
I mean,
hard
that's
for you
not
to
wrong,
tell,
he is a
Savitar.
stranger.
It could be a human, could be elven. It's some sort of humanoid for sure. That is very pale skin
I was
in
about to say he's
comparison,
scaled
or I guess not scaled skin, not scaly.
Pale skin.
Man's
You not-
ashy as fuck.
Could I perhaps make
Like
a
lizard
perception
folk
check?
or something like that.
Is he like
or-
sickly pale?
Yeah.
No, not sickly pale.
No.
He's seen many winters, though.
As in, you can't tell if he is human. Unless you're asking him specifically in character, you can't quite tell.
No, I was just trying to
Humans of the
eyeball him.
North be hitting
Yeah.
different.
You can give me an insight roll.
Polaris was your name, right?
Indeed. And all of yours?
What are you?
What are you?
Yeah, you can't tell Savitar.
Yeah, I was going for more of a
Are you a
perception
man?
check than trying to figure him out through his voice, but
Well,
Or are you
you're
like them
trying
with
to
elves?
base it off of his movement and everything like that.
You.
Does my background
Back it from getting
change how you feel about me at all?
Oh no,
Very
no,
much
no,
so.
no! I'm just curious.
Okay.
Eric,
What are you making rounds for?
I'm a pseudo doctor, so I kind of want to have an idea of the anatomies I'm going to be working with for this foreseeable future.
am I back from getting furs yet, Eric?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He looks like. By the way, my character. Looks
You just
like
kind
a
of
medicine
opened
man,
up
basically,
the door that
straight up
they adjusted
in
to
the
before.
in my little.
They're just
icon
kinda all
image,
over the
I
place.
literally
You
look
can
like
get
a
whatever
plague
you want.
doctor. That's
Like
exactly.
I said in the
that's
message
exactly what I
in
look
chat,
like.
I was taking my time to find
With
With a little cane and everything.
Okay.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, there's quite
have
a
a
few in
big-
there, so you can
I
get
have a big
it.
medicine bag on my.
Yeah, if you want
on my
3 of
hip.
them, you can.
Well, if you must know, I am human. I'm a male, a good 50 years old. But I'd say I'm in pretty good health for my age.
A little pale, but yes,
Does that all appear to?
little sun might do you some good.
Yeah, Vivian, you believe
But
everything.
I'm Roy. I might walk forward and try and shake your hand.
The
I will,
the
I'll
age kind of
move
catches
the
you
king
off
to
guard.
The other hand, and then shake hands.
I didn't hear the age.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
I think it was 50.
Hopefully we become good
50.
friends. And hopefully you don't die from whatever these people are going to be fighting here in a few.
49.
His age kind of catches you off guard. He said 50, and you're like, huh, you don't look 50 at all. He looks maybe 25, maybe 30.
But Polaris, I'm going to be sticking with you. I'm also very new to this
Ah,
group of ragtag. Looking
You can say
around
that
at
all you
everyone,
want, but
staring
you're not.
almost directly at Savitar and Adalia.
You can say that all you want, but you're not nearly as
I-
new as Polaris would be. You
No,
don't
yes,
do
but
better things.
I'll welcome him open arms.
well, I hope
Luxury hide to death.
the rest of this group is as welcoming as you are.
And
Don't
with that, Theric
get
kind of
too
starts
close
to
to
walk
Savitar. He's a little
inside, and
spicy.
he's like, you guys talks amongst yourselves, and he starts walking in, and he starts waking some of the people up.
Well,
Is
Let's
there anything
hurry.
your people need while we're out?
Do you go back in and ask him?
As he's before he goes in the door, I'm gonna ask him,
He's
obviously,
like
right?
standing in the doorway, and he looks back. I mean, if you find really good lumber on your way out. We need to cut down a few trees. So
I'm
maybe
not very good at spotting that stuff.
But
I'll tell you if I see some trees. I promise
you
that.
worry about the plague. We'll worry about getting these ships up and running.
Perfect.
Good. Have them ready for when we return. This shouldn't take long.
Do night race
It's going to take us a
travel
while
in
to get these ships up and running, but we're hopefully going to get it done in the next maybe 4 hours.
Say again, Adalia.
Do night race travel in packs, or are they're solo creatures?
Should be a solo creature.
Wait, you're gonna fix that boat in the next 4 hours?
Do they command an army, or do you think one night wraith alone has been tormenting this whole city?
I think that there's been one night wraith. However, the manner in which it's killing people could cause more spirits to show up.
Eric, would I have any idea what they're talking about?
Give me a Arcana roll.
I mean, if his clan's close enough to this one, I'd imagine somebody at some point would have been like, the whole city's dead. Ghost stories have to be traveling, right?
So, first of all, it's only been about a week and a half.
Shit.
So yeah, that was stated
can't see.
earlier.
We can't see if Michael just rolled something.
Oh, let me fix that for you, Michael.
Okay, cool.
Thanks for
I did roll a 19
Start
though.
getting up and out.
Yeah, I know. I see the roll. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. You have a little whisper toggle now on your character sheet that you can click if you want to, or click it off. So you have seen ghosts before, Polaris, and you have fought them. Wraiths, on the other hand, that's a whole new thing. But you have heard about them and talked to people that do know about them. They are basically spirits that are conscious of everything that's happening, and more attacky, more violent, and can systematically do things. Whereas ghosts kind of be a lingering soul that doesn't understand what's happening. The Wraith understands more of what's happening than not. From stories that you've been told by others, they're commonly after the person that killed them, or after some sort of revenge on people for some specific reason, something like that. And ghosts kind of just exist because they died horribly and didn't cross over.
Gotcha. So, do we know anything about this wraith at all?
I know it's dead, and it has something to do with a bride or something like that. Honestly, I don't really know what these people are doing, but I said I'd help them, and they've helped me. So,
well, let's.
They fight darkness. I know
let's
that.
Get on our way.
Oh, trust me on that.
We don't want to waste any more daylight trying to go get this thing.
Yeah. You know how to track a wraith?
A ghost?
Orzo and I should be able to handle this.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
As you guys are getting your stuff ready and starting to head out, you see Therrit kind of like arranging everything, and all of the people from the house, including the kids, are all coming out, getting saws and stuff, cutting down all of the trees in the area that they can, and you're seeing as they're just like hacking away at this stuff, and they're moving quite fast. They're very proficient at building ships. And you guys are seeing that as you're getting your gear and your boots laced and everything like that on right now. You guys are watching as they're just taking control and going at it. It's actually surprising some of you that are not seafaring people, which I don't believe any of you are, except for Polaris.
I've had a lot of interactions with seamen.
I get it.
I was like, what? Yeah,
Also,
everything from the northern kingdoms, the mainland. This isn't something people do. They mostly get their ships from people from here, from Skellig. So this is like watching the masters construct, and they're trained at birth. It's quite fascinating.
quick roll 20 question.
Yeah.
I know I can search up spells to put into my character sheet, correct?
That is correct. It's in the little compendium. So if you see the chat, there's the journal, and then there's the little eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've got the spell. How do I put it into the sheet?
You just
Or
click
it's-
and drag it
drag
onto
it.
your character sheet. Now, your character sheet can't be in its own tab. So if you've opened it up doing the pop out way, you can't do it that way. You have to have it not pop out.
That'll do.
All right. So, as you guys are heading towards Dorve, let me make sure I'm saying that city properly. Done.
This?
Dorve Town. As you're heading over to Dorve Town, which is just south of where you are currently, there's a path that goes all the way there. I assume you guys just stay on the path unless something kind of drags you off.
It would be advisable.
Yeah, okay. So as you guys are following this path, you're starting to see footsteps going in towards it as you're about halfway to the village. And all of a sudden you come across a body in the ground, or on the ground. And go ahead and make me a medicine check.
Who wants to do that? Okay.
I had a +5. I felt confident.
So as you look at this Adalia, you can see that it has been ripped to shreds. The organs have been yanked out of this thing and been pulled apart.
Never seen something this
And you're
gruesome
just kind of
before.
like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's disgusting.
Is this the work of a night wraith?
No. How about investigation?
As you're looking at it, Corzo, and you get in a little closer, you start moving some of the organs that are still inside. You're starting to see that there's little markings on them, like something was chewing at it, or biting it and ripping it apart. Your guess is that this is some sort of a ghoul that has
This
been getting
was
into the
not-
body.
They may have been killed by one, but the ripping open wasn't. Something else. Stay alert.
Sure can be cruel.
Does
I'll
the
do a
person have
perception
anything
on
on
like
them?
the horizon line?
Yeah. Are there
Right,
any
I'm
tracks
fucking
around
useless.
this thing?
Yeah, make me a survival check, Sevatar. And Corzo, with your investigation, you did find he's wearing a heavy cloak. He's got two hand axes on him, and some silver pieces, 5 to be precise, but nothing else really.
Okay.
Is
Just a heads
the-
up. Sorry, go ahead.
Is the cloak heavily affected by the gore?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been mutilated and ripped apart.
Guys, maybe it was a werewolf. All he left was the silver.
Ooh. Undead are my favorite enemy.
Yeah, no,
so I
you have
advantage
advantage.
on this.
You do have
Yeah.
advantage.
21.
As you're looking
Okay.
around at the ground around the body, as Corzo's kind of like looking at the body itself, you're looking around it. You're seeing that there's drag marks, almost as if the body was dragged here and eaten. And you're seeing that the drag marks come from down south, more from where you were, or where
was-
you're going.
Ooh.
I didn't roll it.
And you're seeing that there's these strange, and you can spot it pretty clearly that these are ghoul tracks that are heading down.
Looks like
Corzo,
we've got
you
something
also
out
do
there
notice that a
just
few of the
Night
ribs
Wraith.
are completely missing.
Is there? Would I know if there's a reason for that, or just by chance?
Not really.
the ribs are
Just
missing?
it's just they're missing. You don't really know at the top of your head. You're guessing it's whatever creature was eating this, which you guys both think is a ghoul. Just devoured
took
them.
it and saved them for later.
Yeah, took a snack home. All right, be on our guard. These things can pop out anywhere. Although I'm guessing they've made home in this town, whatever it is we're heading to.
I will also be on the lookout with the same exact perception roll as
Okay.
Dahlia.
Oh, I'll help him out with that.
How do we know what we're looking for? Tons?
We're looking for something specifically. We're looking for the missing ribs. That's it. Nothing else matters. The missing
None of
ribs.
us know. We're looking for an invisible enemy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my
And
god.
we keep heading down the path. We're headed towards. Okay. How do we know where we're going?
Well, there's
Following the
there's
path.
a specific trail
I get
pathway
that we're on
that's
a
going
path,
all the way
but, like,
down.
where's the path going? How do we know where the night Wraith? Oh, do we know it's in this city?
It's in the town, yeah.
You don't know
course, I was-
100% sure that it's in the town. You just know that this town was affected first. So
Oh, I
Gotta
thought
look for
Corzo was
clues
talking to the old
somewhere.
man.
I mean, I sorry. I know that whatever happened to cause this happened in this town. I don't know where exactly, but I know it's here.
Keep
As you
my
guys-
eyes out.
yeah.
Well, that's
as,
a start.
as you guys are walking a little bit longer, you start to see walls, very like small, almost fence-like. These old tree trunks that are maybe 4 or 5 inches wide, sticking out of the ground about 3 feet high, and you're starting to see some buildings out in the distance, some huts formed out of some stone and then stacked hay on top of it. Okay. And as you guys are kind of watching that, all of a sudden you look around and Sevatar is no longer to be seen.
I'll go check it out. Give me 5 minutes, I'll be back.
Sounds good.
Right. Give me a perception check, Sevatar.
Aye, aye, Captain. Here we go. It's a nice, hopefully more than a 10. Oh, well, I shouldn't have said anything.
Yup, it's a town, all right.
They must have invisibility cloaks.
They must, I mean,
So it's starting to get a little colder, and you're starting to get more into the snow area. It's kind of like this weird combination of mud and snow as you step.
The best.
And as
I'm
you're
in my
approaching
favorite
Sevatar,
type.
you should be able to see yourself right now, right?
yes, I can.
All right. This is where you kind of walk all the way up to.
Do you want me to roll stealth?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that perception check was your stealth. Okay. Cool.
Are we
No,
supposed
the
to be
perception
seeing
check.
anything right now?
No, not yet, because you guys aren't there
Okay.
all the way yet. How far away are you trying to go from them, Sevatar? Or I guess
From
how
the
far?
group?
Yes.
I'd say probably like 100 feet or so.
Okay.
Just like still in range, so that if I like shout, they can hear me. But at the same time,
Yeah.
still being in front of them, so that if I'm moving in quietly, like their boots or whatever it might be won't give them away.
Okay.
Eric, it sounds like you're talking about a clearing, like we were in a forest on a path, and then like it's starting to open up as they've cleared out the trees. And you can see the
Yeah.
huts on the edge.
Yeah,
I would be moving to the middle of that clearing.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you're kind of like trying to get into the center of the whole clearing, so you're no
Yeah.
longer by the trees, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you can kind
Oh,
of spot
cool.
some of the city wall or village walls and stuff up, and there's still trees around it. It's not forest. It's like they built this little village in the center of the forest.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay.
I'm I'm moving forward, I imagine.
Yeah.
Similar to Sevatar.
Um,
Though I know I can't see him.
Sevatar kind of just sprints ahead for the first bit, and I assume the rest of you guys just kind of walk your normal path that you've been already doing. Adalia tries to catch up a little bit, but doesn't really know where Sevatar went. So
Did Sevatar not say to wait?
Yeah, I said wait 5 minutes and then I'll come
Oh,
back.
okay.
So
So
I
you
would
guys
be
all
waiting.
hold. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just peeping real quick. I'm not gonna take long. I just want to see what's going on. And there's fucking bodies everywhere. Jesus, Mesus.
There is. And yeah, you're seeing bodies kind of all over the place.
Can I investigate this one real quick? Like,
You
are there
can.
bite marks like the body that we found, or anything like that?
Yeah. There. Go ahead and give me an investigation. Okay. Bite marks. It looks like the leg has been ripped apart. Its arm has been ripped off. Looks very similar to the other body, but this time you can see a little bit more of its chest. And give me one sec. And you're starting to get a little bit more of an idea of how this thing died, and you can see that there's like this necrotic rot that's around its chest area, and it looks like it's spread throughout one of the arms, and you can see the veins are all blackened from this.
Like some sort of poison, or some sort of like disease.
Some sort of. You've experienced quite a few of these undead things. It almost seems like a life draining effect, like the essence of their life was sucked out.
Gave them that good suck. Okay. I'm just gonna move about 30 more feet before returning to the old group here.
When
I'm
you get
guessing this
about
body-
there, Sevatar, to your right, you see this wagon filled with corpses that have been stacked up there, and you do see some ghouls with like bones sticking out of them. And they're just chomping away at these things right now.
Well, how many are there? Can I tell?
You can see 2 right now.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I just focus really quickly and maybe hop on top of this house just to get like a better view of the entire village? I don't know how tall it is, but
Give me an acrobatics check.
To say, which is that I'd be looking around for a sniper tower or something to get on top of.
Okay.
And,
Adalia.
I think I would be taking like a step or 2 out of the tree line, even though he said wait.
Adalia, you can really only see the trees themselves look like pretty good spots, or a rooftop, but nothing like super high off the ground. No like Archer Tower spot location. It's all kind of iffy everywhere.
Yeah. Do the mud huts seem like there's something I could climb on top of and stand on?
And as Sevatar is climbing up one of the sides, you actually collapse through the little awning thing. It doesn't look like it's meant for pinpointed weight. You think if you were crawling on your stomach, you could probably crawl across this, but not just standing on your feet.
Okay.
So I got to watch a building just out of nowhere.
Yeah. The first building out, you just see as a chunk of it falls down.
Oh, well, that answers my question.
And with your perception, you do hear a little bit of a ugh from Sevatar as he hits the ground.
My spleen.
And you land right there.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, we know there's Oogie Boogies in here, so I'm going to go ahead and dust myself off, make it seem like nothing happened, and then return to the group and say there's at least 2 of them in there. Ghouls running more packs than 2, though, so on the right side, or the east side, I should say, near a wagon of corpses. By the way, there's a lot of corpses.
Before he entered the group area and started saying anything, because I watched him fall, I just start running as far west as I can in the tree lines.
Just gonna put you guys out so you can kind of see.
Where are you going, Adalia?
I saw him fall through the roof.
Yeah, you saw him fall through, and specifically,
Thus, I imagine he's
Right here.
like
yeah, that roof right
trying
there.
to get better vantages and shit. So there have to be enemies. So I just kind of like dart off towards this tree and hide behind it and try and get certain views.
Okay.
And then Septar comes back and says all that shit.
Yeah.
Let me actually put the so you can see the lighting that it would be creating.
Yeah.
It's also hard for me to activate my abilities. I gotta concentrate.
Concentrate. 35 feet from the entrance to the east. There's 2 of them near a wagon. I'm guessing there's more. I'm going to set a point right at the entrance just so I have a clear shot. Whenever you want to call for the engage, you go.
What do we
Or are
think
you
about
talking to someone
drawing them
specific
to
or just
us?
all of us?
Sorry, what?
Were you speaking to one person in particular, or just
No,
us as a
I was
group?
kind of coming back to you guys all here, just
Okay.
in general.
What do we
I
think
gotta come-
about drawing them to us?
We could do that. If we want to try to draw them all out into the open.
Okay.
It looked like this wall here would be a great choke point to corral them.
It would. I can go and drop some good stuff in here to make sure that they can't get to us.
If you'd like, I could move them a bit closer to us.
You're saying they have a wall, and there doesn't seem to be even like the visualization of any point that like they would stand at to look over that wall.
Maybe there.
Yeah, it's not that high. It's only about 3 feet off the ground, so they could see over it at all points in time. You think it's more so for like wolves and stuff to try to prevent things from just getting in like that?
Wandering in, yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
wanderers, not really
Wolves
big
fence
things.
that short, I guess.
Fence.
Yeah, it's a fence.
I'm gonna say, all right, I'll stand here. Someone else who feels confident about it, stand beside me. Everybody who's a ranged individual, stand back. I'll
I
call
say
out
we-
and bring him to us.
I say we back up a little more so that they're drawn into the funnel of the wall.
Back to here.
Yeah. That way, they're not incented to just cluster all around us.
Yeah. If we do engage real quick, I gotta hit the restroom. I'm just gonna drop spike growth in this area right here, just so that if they funnel them in, spike growth is there waiting for them.
We're going to actually take a couple minute break here just before we start. So,
Okay.
So perfect. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. You guys can talk strategy on the not during the
plan.
stream if you want. Yeah. If you would like to do something like that.
Imagine-
Hey, thanks for the
imagine that
follow.
half of them are gonna go to the
Keetwan?
restroom
Ah,
or get food.
Keetwan. How you doing, Keaton? All right, we'll be right back, guys, in about 10 minutes.
Yay.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun, dun. All right. So we are back. Yeah. And to answer your question specifically, you cannot be affected by the same spell twice. So if there was 2 hastes on you, you only are hasted once. I would assume the same goes for a damage spell like this, like Spike
Okay.
Growth.
Yeah, I'd guess so. Because it's an AoE effect. To it.
Yeah.
You can stack their areas, as in like you can do them in sequence, and that will increase the area.
Yeah, you could have 2 different spots for sure.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna look at everyone. Be like, are we ready?
I'm gonna give an invisible nod.
I'll give
Hi,
it some.
Captain.
I think so. I don't know.
Zbroy's just like standing back there like, what's happening?
All right.
I've only ever seen men kill each other. I haven't seen what happens after.
So, with that, is this? They can't squeeze through on my left there, right? Like, that's not,
No,
like,
no, we'll
they
say
can't
no.
get through there.
They might be able to if they can like shove you down, type of deal.
Down,
But
Mr. President.
no. It's a little bit more than 10 feet wide, so there's like a chance if they like could shove you or have to squeeze past or something like that, but not easily. No. Optimally, you would have 3 people like that to block it if you wanted to completely block it.
Okay. Well, in any case, we're good.
Okay.
So I will go ahead.
Would that still be the case if we were up here?
Yes, it's the same case either way. The fence,
good.
the path is like 10 feet, and the fences are about 1.5 feet off from the path.
All right, I will draw my sword and ignite it with fire.
Okay.
I think would be the best for this.
With fire.
Hang on, I haven't done this in a long time. Let me see how many I need to. Okay, a D8. So I take
Hot.
4 damage. Bam, my sword is on fire. And say, any other preparation you need, do it now.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a spike growth right in front of them.
Okay.
Sorry, let me get the correct color. And then
Okay.
take aim and ready with a crossbow. Regular
Okay.
bolt.
All right.
My
I will-
jaw dropped. I started focusing on my powers and started glowing blue.
All right.
And I will put my fingers to my
let
mouth
me-
and whistle as loud as I possibly can.
All right.
That's
There you go. It's 20 by 20, right?
20 by 20, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It
All right.
should be.
So when you do
I'm gonna
that,
ready a sacred flame.
you're gonna ready a sacred flame. Okay.
I'm gonna ready a shot.
Do.
And here I was thinking we were gonna like lure them one at a time.
Roll
by, like,
me initiatives.
Excuse me. Do we have held actions, or are you just going by straight initiative?
You guys can hold your actions. Yeah.
Like a surprise round?
No surprise round, unfortunately.
Oh,
You guys are
no.
actively taking that
That
surprise
actually
round away
blasts
by
the
doing
whistle.
this.
I'll hold an attack.
But you did get all of your prep stuff for sure.
That's right, guys. Look who's the most prepared. Yeet.
Yeet yeet.
Oh wait, do I have a freaking unshielding?
The second that whistle goes off, before the animals even like fucking recognize what's going on, that arrow is going between their
Sevator,
scales.
how do you have 24.19?
It's
Because
because
I'm a
it.
fucking baller, that's why.
All right, I have
No,
you guys
I have
all
the
on here
Dex initiative
twice,
set.
so I need to get rid of your second one.
Basically, it calculates if we both roll 24, like the point, whatever number comes after, what would determine who would go in order, if like effectively, depending on Dex modifier.
Why you no worky? Why you no happy? Is it because of that? That's annoying.
Capitalism mostly.
Kitty. Did you say because of capitalism mostly?
Yeah.
That's
God damn, I can't drink these LaCroix. They make me fucking burp. I'm getting too old. Oh my god. Or as we call them, LaCroix.
LaCroix.
LaCroix. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
my
hey.
drink of choice this evening has been Mike's Hard Pineapple Lemonade.
They make a pineapple one?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
hot damn.
seasonal- It's a
You
seasonal.
like heartburn, don't you?
Ooh.
So, as Corzo just kind of does a strong whistle, which I'm not going to do over stream because everybody would hate their ears.
Can we do it?
There you go.
I'm not going to. And I don't want anyone else to because it's very, very loud and annoying. But as Corzo makes a strong whistle, you guys start to see these ghouls starting to wrap around the building, and I think you guys can kind of see them, some of you. The northern side. Up here you can see some, and then over here there's some coming at you as well. And with that, you guys, anybody that has reserved actions to trigger can trigger now if they actually get triggered, or can wait until whenever that time is that it will be triggered. So
Is it not daytime?
If I can
it
see him, I
is
would.
daytime. It is daytime.
Yeah, it's early morning.
Should field of view be limited then?
Yeah, can we see?
Sorry. There you go.
Okay, there.
Oh, there's our boys.
Yeah, no, I'm
There
sorry.
we go.
It is daytime. I built this map for nighttime initially. You should still be blocked by buildings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good. All that's still the case. So anybody that has their triggering stuff, they go off right now.
My triggered is a melee.
And we'll go in initiative order for triggers. So, Sevatar,
Okay.
yours is up first.
Okay, so I'll blast this fool here. Since I'm invisible and he hasn't gone yet, it'll be an advantage. Just
Yep.
as a heads up. And I am going to sharpshooter. So that'll be the 23.
Okay.
For
The
27 in
23 will hit for 27 damage.
Phew.
Okay. And as you shoot this, you're noticing that these ghouls look a little different. There's almost like there's literally bones embedded into their skin.
So they're thick.
Yeah. But
Sound
you
more than this
shoot
rich
them and you actually see one of the bones kind of like come out of its skin and like retract back in, almost like it's part of itself and it's using it as like a defense mechanism.
Does the
Like
bolt
using
still
the
hit?
Yes, your bolt still hits and does full damage, but you
Okay.
are seeing this like pulsating bone as it's like coming in and out of their fleshy outside.
Oh, I like my bones pulsating. Okay, so that was my held action.
Thank you. I'm drinking
You're
water.
welcome.
0.19 before that held action, so like flying directly behind his bolt is my arrow.
Okay. Your first one shoots and it gets deflected off of one of these bones that is coming out, but your second
Yeah,
one,
the first one's literally a mistake.
also, well, no, you get your full action, which Sevatar, you should get 2 more attacks.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought it was just the held single shot.
Nope, it's your full action. So your full
Okay.
action of attacks.
Okay. Let me go ahead and plung plung. So that'll be a 16 and another 16.
Yeah, both of those are gonna miss as they get deflected off from those bones. So now you're actually seeing that those bones are creating some sort of casing around it.
Ooh, these are stronger than they appear to be normally, so prepare yourselves, people.
Let's see, 3, or I guess it's 1 cold and 7 piercing, correct? Because you did not crit, because you didn't have advantage. Right, Adalia?
Is that why it showed the crit? Because I had the.
It's in
20
case
as
you had
the
the advantage, yeah.
secondary shot. Then
Yeah.
I guess it would be 1 + 7, 8 total.
Okay. And you actually get 1 more attack because you're 11th level. They have 3 attacks. And that one will
the
hit.
First 2, I was really prepared for shot 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say good work.
I just wanted to fire faster than you. You by being 0.19 seconds ahead of me, you really fucked up my first shot.
Vivian is a melee, right?
Yep.
Okay, Corzo, do you have any ranged
Also
trigger?
melee.
Okay, melee.
Nope.
Broy, did you have anything ready that is triggering right now?
Sacred
I think
flame.
the
And you can see him?
sacred is the flames.
I think it is only a range of 60, though. Make sure they're in range.
He should be.
Yeah, he
Damage
is.
Was a fucking 1 and a
Yeah.
2.
That's the worst. I know.
So you Sacred
worst.
Flame as this thing is just kind of like right around the corner, and you're like, boom, Sacred Flame on him. And let's see how he does. He absolutely fails miserably. So 18 radiant damage to him.
Nice.
You see all of these arrows sticking out of it, and it's starting to burn with like a blue energy from this radiant, this radiant light that just kind of landed, or flame. There we go. That just landed on
Is
this
that
guy.
the normal color of radiant energy?
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It looks normal.
Okay. I was making sure that.
Polaris, did you have anything readied, or anything that would trigger? Okay. All right. So Sevatar, you are up first. Your readied actions all went off, and now it's the beginning of combat. No surprise round, and you don't get your third attack this time because you got it on your readied.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. This one I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at, again, trying to beat Adalia to the shot. 18.
18 will hit.
Okay, that'll be 30.
Okay. And it'll drop.
Bingo bango.
As this going around the corner, it just like falls down with just getting pelted with arrows.
And then the second one I can still see pretty openly here. It has like barely a little bit of cover, but I have sharpshooter, so I ignore a 1/2 and a 3/4 cover.
Perfect.
And I'll go ahead and take another shot at it for 27.
Okay, and that's at which one? Just so I can.
That will be at the second one, right here. Sorry.
Okay, perfect.
Right there.
Boom. Okay, 27. That will hit. Or the 27 damage for sure. Okay.
I'm gonna turn and give a little grin to Adalia, see if you can keep up.
Adalia, you hear the words, and that is it.
I'm imagining we're firing these arrows off at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Intermittent. One.
And Adalia, you're up.
Just constant.
This fusillade, yeah, just firing off.
Aggravated by a turn-based system where I get to watch this guy kill something over his shoulder. I just start aiming at the next one.
All right, that'll hit. Do you have sharpshooter? I don't believe you do. The feat. It'll still hit without an issue, but
No, I don't.
actually, you have pretty good range. You have good vision on him, so no issues. All right, so that one hits, and then you get 2 more attacks. Again, another hit. And
30.
it's bloodied, and again another hit. Okay.
It's a very
Right. Adalia, that is it for you, I assume, unless you're moving.
Fucking. Nope.
All right.
Nope. Nope. No need to.
This thing runs through the spike growth, so
Oh hell yeah!
he hits 1 tile of it.
Just one? Okay.
Yep.
Boopity boo. So that'll be, I think, 2d4 for every 5 feet it travels. So just the one.
Yep, just the 2d4.
2d4 is going to be a cinco.
Okay. -5 to him, and he's gonna move another 5, and then all right, you can
So he.
roll 1 more 2d4.
Single.
Single.
So 10 in total.
Okay.
That'll be a magical piercing damage too.
And do Mayan.
Yes,
Vivian's
both
attack
of your
trigger?
guys' go off.
Here goes
We're
off.
about to get yeeted.
I was gonna say he's gonna get fucking slaughtered.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
this dude's just gonna get worked.
All right.
How much
One.
did he say? 6 in a
That's gonna miss.
Okay.
You're gonna see
That's
as one of the
another
bones
possible.
kind of like protrudes from it, and you actually hit that bone, and it actually just goes back and retracts back in, and it stops your sword almost. The next
And
one is
second
also a hit.
I only get 2, right? Yeah.
Yes.
How about?
15
Yeah.
plus 1,
God.
so
15 plus 7.
16.
Damn. Carving your name in this guy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 15 plus 1, not 15
Yeah.
plus 7. Yeah.
All right.
Is that like a max roll? What was that?
That was pretty good.
That was
Yeah,
pretty
that's a really
close.
good.
Oh no, it was a max
Pretty
roll.
impressive.
Is it still standing?
Yes, it is.
It's a max roll minus your fire. Believe it or not, fire doesn't hurt goes.
The first one will hit. The second one will miss.
I will flourish.
Okay.
And that will be
17. All right. And you also is that that D6 is from the undead, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. And he is bloodied.
Nice.
And I add the 7 to my AC for the round.
Yep. Perfect.
Plus 7? Damn.
All right, Vivian, you're up.
Am I?
Yep. That was your op attack, or your reaction attack.
Yeah, the initiative tracker, I guess, is busted.
It's, I'm pretty sure.
Oh
it's the
wait,
other-
okay. That I clicked on the wrong one. Give me 1 second. What was your initiative that you rolled?
4 or 5, something like that.
5. Okay.
Oof.
Oh, I accidentally got. Okay. The last ones were still on there, and I didn't get rid of them fast enough. So my bad. Okay.
Ah.
5, 4. All right. Roll me 2, 4, 6, 8 D4. Corzo
Did we
or
appreciate it?
Sevatar.
8d4?
Correct. As this
Okay.
creature
wanna make
just
sure.
kind of, this ghoul just runs straight through your thing.
Could I have my thorns be like little vipers embedded into the ground? Just to give the school of the viper a little shout out, a little more,
Yeah.
character to the spell.
They're just constantly going around biting at these, at whatever's running through.
Yeah, yeah. Nom 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 away, my boys.
Corzo, you're up.
22.
Smack at the one that's been injured.
Okay.
Oh yeah, baby.
That'll hit.
There we go. Big numbers. Big numbers.
22 plus 8 is 30.
30.
Okay.
How was that the hard one to do? How did you do 14 plus 8 and 5 plus 3 so quick? But 22 plus 8 was hard?
I don't know. My mind just was. Well, actually, I was trying to figure out if it was over 34 is why. He's still alive. As you cut off a good chunk of his arm and his whole like
Just
like a good chunk of its whole body off.
I lop off his arm and give him a little bone sword.
More than just the arm. It's lopsided at this point, and its teeth are like kind of hanging there trying to bite at you right now. But
All right. I'm gonna leave that one for somebody else to take care of.
It just like takes a
All right.
stumble backwards, and you're like, not worth my time. Not for my
I'm
second
just gonna
swing.
like push it with my foot out of the way.
The
and,
cleanup
try to hit the other one.
just push him back onto the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Side that's
spike growth.
lopsided.
I'll try to hit the other one. Oh.
Ooh, absolute miss.
Damn.
Duality of man.
Your sword actually with that massive crit got stuck in the ghoul, and you had to yank it out, tearing more of it apart. But because of that, you didn't have enough time to swing it again.
Yeah.
There's the flavor for it.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the better flavor is that because he switched targets, his sword was upset. It wanted to kill.
Yeah.
As he's swinging down on the axe, it like pulls him the other way. What the fuck?
There you go.
We
ain't done.
Roll me another 8d4. Or
Gotcha.
Corvitar.
Fight growth.
Corvitar. Another 22. We're keeping
Fight
it
growth was the
even.
move.
All right.
Spiky boys.
Thank you, Taylor.
Another 8d4.
It's crazy that the combination of numbers is so different between those, but they added up to the same. I don't know. It's melt my
Raised
brain.
on that one. 21 on that one.
Ah.
Ah, yes, averages.
Those of you that can see the one that was already wounded, you see that parts of its flesh start to kind of like knock out some of the arrows that have been shot into it.
Ah, shit.
Are you saying it's rejuvenating?
It looks as if it was regenerating, yeah.
Okay.
And then it kind of climbs onto that box and like falls onto the ground over in the backside behind Vivian.
Well.
Yep. That's its turn. All right, Vivian, you're up.
Try to finish off the one in front of me first.
Okay.
Jesus.
God.
Basie.
Yeah, that'll absolutely hit it. And you will kill it with that crunchy.
And then I will whirl around and try to kill the other one.
Okay.
Give him the old whirly durly.
That'll hit as well.
And I will flourish.
Okay. 10, 11, plus 8. So 19 damage to it. All right. So
Is there fan fiction in the
in a little bit of a dance almost, you kill one of them and then you completely spin around and you slice the other one's arm off behind you.
Where's the flare?
It was the spin.
The flourish. The whirly durly.
All right, Brory, you're up.
The, like, momentum from the breasts really helps with the inertia.
How did you know about my locket?
Sorry, I was eating peanut butter.
I was like, what's happening over there, bro?
Coated into my mouth, and there was no way I could have made a sound.
That's no saving grace there. That's rough.
That's the same trick we use on the dog when we want it to stop
they're pretzel full of peanut butter, so it's even more just dry. Okay, so delicious.
Roy would like to go ahead and cast a sacred flame.
Oh, Lord, they coming. I'm not gonna use any spell slots. I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay, on which one?
On the front one, the closest one to you.
Okay, the one that's kind of on the back end right now?
The one that's bloodied and is looking at me.
Well, it's really not looking at you, per se. It actually just stumbled and landed on the ground and it's just standing up. It doesn't know what it's looking at right now. Okay. It's going to pass your save. As you're kind of like surprised at it, you know, kind of being right there. You guys thought you had a pretty good barricade here. You kind of like stumble back as you cast your Sacred Flame.
I'm gonna back up. Is this a hill?
I mean, it's all a little hilly, yes. But no, it's not particularly a hill. It's just up a little.
You guys said you had a plan! And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Polaris, you are up.
All right.
All right, Polaris, let's see what you got, because me and Sevatar
I was gonna say, you gotta cast
Eating arrows.
We're taking head counts.
Yeah, but that one counts as mine.
That totally counts as one.
Y'all got me with high expectations.
Yeah, you gotta play with the big boys here.
This is your first combat.
Oh, I know. Fuck.
Appreciate
I
that,
mean-
guys. Making me drink my water.
Yeah, we're just gonna shillelagh,
Okay.
and
Give him a good whack.
yeah, we're just gonna donk him.
Okay.
Right on the thing.
Go ahead and make that attack.
Let's see here. Where's my fucking thing at?
You take 3 drinks of your water right now.
Oh, I don't have it set as a
Ban melee attacks.
Yeah, banned melee attacks for the next 5 minutes. Sorry, y'all.
Alright. Bet.
I'm kidding.
Right.
Start a countdown. Start a countdown. Somebody put a timer.
Let me just give you this, Eric. I'll just well, that was for my 2 attack. I don't have
Oh, you don't have it set up in your character sheet yet?
yeah.
Okay.
I just realized I forgot to do that. But
That's fine. We'll figure it out later.
yeah, I'm gonna assume though that's
No,
it's not
that's
gonna-
an absolute miss. As you
Yeah.
go to hit this thing, the bones protruding from it are kind of catching you off guard as you're staring at it. It's a little frightening, to be honest, as you're looking at this thing, and it's kind of like pulsating in and out of the body. And as you do that, God damn, everyone's making me do all sorts of things. I'm okay with this though. Actually, my legs need to shoot down anyway. Drown the GM.
At any point before the turn ends.
And anyway, as this is all happening, you're getting very confused as to what's happening, and you don't even know where to swing. You just kind of like swing wildly at it, completely missing as its bones just kind of keep hitting your staff.
All right. God, that's it for me for right now.
Okay. Savitar, you're up.
Before Savitar goes and before the round is over, is it possible to use my bonus action or my movement?
No. Only on your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and actually start plugging the one that can't hit us right now.
Okay.
Because I have faith in Vivian, her like 28 AC, and Korza with his ridiculous damage with his sword. So I'm gonna shoot the one back here.
Okay.
I still get. Oh wait, no, I wouldn't get advantage for that.
You
Never mind, I
are.
shoot the one in
You're
front of
still
Korza
cloaked,
here.
aren't you?
I am, yeah.
So you still have advantage.
Unless the attack reveals me, but if it doesn't, then we're just gonna pop with 2.
No,
with,
it doesn't. You
sharpshooter,
you
of
are
course.
invisible while you're in that darkness.
Okay. That'll be 25 for the first one, and for the second one,
Okay. That's going to be bloodied after that one. The second
gonna
one
be
is
a
going to miss,
15.
though. Yeah, the second
well,
one's going to miss.
scheisse.
All
I'm
right,
gonna look
Adalia.
to Adalia. Don't miss this one.
Ha ha ha! I begin with the one in front of Korza, seemingly my straightest shot.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. you hit.
Hell yeah.
Ha ha ha!
Oof.
Uh,
Oh no, that one. Oh boo.
I'll take the
18
one. I'll take
plus
the one.
3,
It's not a
21.
I take those.
Okay.
I assume that's not enough, so it gets hit with another.
All right.
Is that enough?
Still not enough. Nope.
There's
It is
another.
bloodied, though.
Fuck. Okay.
Damn,
Then I
imagine
second
only
one.
getting 21 on a crit.
I'm still waiting for a crit on my end. I want to fucking go gangbusters here, but I haven't hit anything
The
tonight.
third arrow is another
God.
6. Then I second wind and I put another one. 18.
You're using your action surge?
Mhm.
God, you guys are drowning the shit out of me. Yeah, 18 does hit.
Here, I'll
Did you
I'll
take the
jump in
6
with you.
already?
I don't know why,
No.
but I have like 2,000.
Yes, I already did the 6.
Okay,
And
13.
it's still standing
Then
as you just shoot arrow after arrow after arrow into this thing.
I take a breath. Crit. Is he down?
He is down from that one.
Nice.
All right. Now for the one behind him. That's the
Okay.
last shot. Fuck.
Those 15s coming back to
That's
haunt
gonna
us.
miss. That's gonna miss.
See what I missed.
All right,
That's it.
Corzo, you're up.
I use my movement to walk
Can
away.
I stand on top of the corpse?
I'm sad by my performance.
Stares into my 29k points. You can stand on the corpse. Yes, it is difficult terrain.
Okay, well, that doesn't matter. They can't. If I do this, they can't get through here, right? I mean,
without some sort of athletics check, no.
Okay. I mean, they can kind of get around us anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They don't seem smart enough to do that.
Yeah, I take a swipe.
That's gonna hit.
Man.
And you're doing the bloodied one?
Yes, sorry, the one in front of me.
Okay.
And swing again. Also 23.
23 is
10
gonna hit as
and
well
19.
for another 19.
Jesus.
Jeez, guys. All right.
Why do I do so much damage? What is this?
The big boy.
You have a dueling fighting style.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
That's the only number that didn't make sense. The rest makes sense. You just rolled well.
I just rolling well. All right. Yeah, very nice.
All right. You see as the one to the right of you, Corzo, protrudes where one of the arrows was sitting in him. His bone kind of pokes through, and that arrow just kind of pops out and lands on the ground in front of you. And then he is going to finally attack. And it's been 5 minutes, so win for me.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
He's gonna bite at you, and that is going to hit for sure. You're gonna take 14 piercing damage from the bite of this thing.
That's me. Sorry.
Yes, that's you, Corzo. And then he's going to hit you with the claws, and that's also gonna hit. And go ahead and make me a con save.
20.
Yeah, you've fought a lot of ghouls in the past. You're pretty confident about their paralyzing venom that they have and claws that they have and stuff. So you're fine, but you do take 5 slashing damage from it. And then the next claw comes at you and hits you as well. Go ahead and make me another con save.
Okay. 19.
Again, you're good. But this one hits you a lot harder for 16 slashing damage.
Oh, what the what?
As it
How
cuts
bad did you
into
roll
you.
on that first one?
Pretty bad. And the second one had a crit.
Oh, okay. All right. Is it 16?
The next one, again, you're going to see one of the arrows kind of pop out of it and is going to make a very loud screech. And all of you guys are going to need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I can do that.
22.
But you know who can't make that?
Everybody.
Corzo!
No. Corzo's got this. He's got this shit.
Adalia can't.
Oh, shit.
No.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's the nat 20 that we need. Good thing he's got advantage on his wisdom saving throws, right? Right? Right?
So, Adalia, you do have Indomitable at this point if you would like to try to use one. I believe you roll a new save, and you get them once per long rest.
Yeah. 13, I get it twice.
Okay.
No, I'm happy to fail this one.
Okay. So those of you that fail, which is Adalia and Corzo, Vivian, you're fine. You guys are stunned until the end of its next turn.
Oof.
And with that being stunned, Corzo, you're gonna get another 2 attacks against you, and this time they're at advantage. 9 slashing damage from the first one, and then another 10 slashing damage from the next one. And go ahead and make me 2 con saves.
24.
Good and good.
14.
At this point, you're getting just kind of beat the fuck up, as you're used to, as Corzo's used to for sure.
Thank God for Dark Augmentation.
Praise Buddha.
Polaris, roll me a D4. Odds is against you, and evens is against Vivian. Odds, evens. Okay, cool. This thing is going to shriek as well. So everybody make another wisdom save. Those are that already failed. You can ignore it.
Thank God. Can't get any worse.
Oh shit, that's right. I could do that.
Is this effect not one that you become immune to upon success?
It's immune to this one. I don't know how that works. So I'm just assuming no, but
there
it
you
is
go.
this. Let's see. Actually,
All right, guys.
no, I would
wait.
say,
Guys, can we
yeah,
buddy
yeah,
the
you
other
guys
ones
are
so that we
immune.
can
You
evenly
guys are immune,
distribute
so
all
never
of it?
mind.
Oh, okay.
Because this one is, some of them say this creatures, and others it's just a generic, and this one's pretty generic, so we'll just say that you're fine. Okay, Vivian, what is your AC?
Currently 27.
Okay. So as all of these are going, these
Not gonna
bites
brag
and
or
these
anything.
claws, you're just kind of dancing with it as you're flourishing around and spinning, as all of these are coming at you, and all of it just completely misses you. And
I
with
feel
that,
like this is
Vivian,
like
you're up.
The drunk Rock Lee move here. Just like nothing can touch
Vivian,
him. Like it'll come to like a centimeter of
Vivian,
him.
do me a favor. Roll a performance check real quick before you roll your damage.
That will miss. And that will be a good performance. That will also miss. Hey, you're just so in the zone right now that you're still just flourishing around.
All right, I failed my con save. I am mesmerized. I'm going to skip my next save.
Shit.
All right, Bro, you are up. Are you actually gonna skip?
Yeah.
All right.
It's magic happening.
You are. So, Bro, you're just kind of staring at Vivian as Vivian's like swinging the sword around, stabbing, and kind of like moving. All. It looks elegant. It looks oddly sexual too.
Oddly sexual. Not the good kind of
Yes,
sexual, oddly
it's
sexual.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
You could say she's romancing the bone.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Polaris, you are up.
Real quick, I'm going to roll a dice because I forgot to do my cosmic omen in the beginning of
Okay,
the-
yeah. So D6.
So- Yeah, so it's either odds or evens. Let's see. All right. So we have wheel, which would have been nice earlier, but I forgot. So sorry about that, boys.
It's okay. You've never played this character before.
All right,
Or
just
this
don't let it happen again.
All right. And like not letting it happen again, we're gonna hit this fucking ghoul.
Oh, yes, you will. This time you're like a lot more focused. Seeing Vivian move around and it kind of focusing Vivian, you see an opportunity to hit it from the backside.
That is a
And-
common thought people have when they see Vivian.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, don't give him too much power here.
And you will kill it.
You can't softball me like that.
Yeah,
Melee
I was gonna
strap
say,
straight to the bum.
straight to the bone.
All right, Sevatar, you are up.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pop this one in front of Corzo here real quick.
Actually, real quick, before I end my turn, Eric.
I don't think it shouldn't pop you out if you send a link to a clip. So you should be good. What was that? Sorry, Michael?
Am I able to climb over this wall like I watched the ghoul kind of, or how tall is it?
Yeah, it's only like a 3-foot wall. 3.5
yeah.
foot-ish, something like that. Yeah, you could.
Then I'm finna hop over this boy.
You say finna?
Fida.
Okay, it is difficult terrain going over the wall, but that's fine. So just that's 10 feet of movement for that one square.
Yep. And this is where I'm going to pop out on. I will end my turn here.
Okay. All right, Sevatar.
All right, pop. This one right here in the front. We're gonna go ahead and
completely miss. You're
Alright,
also
we're gonna,
mesmerized by Vivian a little bit.
Wow, oh my god, such tatas.
Oh, well, that gave me heart. For 28 points.
Yeah, that'll kill it. The bloodied one, right?
Yes, the bloody one
Yeah.
in front of Korzo.
Perfect. That'll kill that one.
Vivian, knock it off. I'm getting distracted.
It has been so long since I've had a chance to dance.
All right.
You can dance if you want to.
Adalia, you are stunned, and Korzo, you are also stunned.
Okay. No break free.
Just nope. At this point, you are broken free.
No. Okay.
But after your turn.
I want to break free.
And it is going to bite and claw at you a couple times. And your AC is 18. Okay. So the bite is going to land on
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. It's attacking me, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
Okay.
As my reaction. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to roll one Hemocraft die and subtract the number rolled from the creature's attack roll.
Okay.
You can choose to use this feature after the creature's roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll succeeds. Oh, well.
It's fine. You can go ahead and roll it.
And
I only told you the first one. The first one is
creature's
hitting you.
immune if it's immune to blindness. So I don't know if they're immune to blindness or not, but
they are not.
Okay. I'm actually going to amplify it, so I'm going to take 4 damage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Stop
and
hitting
then
yourself, man.
I can do that to each of its attacks for the rest of its round.
Okay.
So subtract 8 from that roll.
It's gonna. So as it's starting to come and bite, what's the flavor of this one for me?
So it's hard to flavor with the Witcher thing. So we'll just say I reach out. Yeah, we could say it's actually the shield sign. Ken.
Quen?
We can say. Yeah,
Ken?
Ken.
Quen?
Whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
flavor.
Almost like a spectral shield, you kind of create a barrier around yourself, and it goes in to bite at it, and its teeth just hit the edge of it and actually start to crack from the pressure it was about to apply onto you.
Because if we went by the theme of the class, it would be like I reach my hand out and its eyes fill up with blood and it can't see. So I don't know how that would
yeah
translate.
I always pictured it, you fling blood into their eyes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that works too.
I'm down with that too. Is that what what would you prefer? Just so we have it for the future.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I can. You know what? I have special blood witcher powers. It's fine. We'll just make blood run out of its eyes.
All right, so you kind of like shoot off and have some blood running from its eyes as you just kind of like channel that pain into it, and it goes to try to bite at you, and it just can't fucking see anything, and it's just biting the air. And then it goes swinging wildly as well. Vivian,
it has
you're up.
more attacks though. Oh, it doesn't?
It made all of 3 of its attacks, but the others miss.
Oh, okay. Well,
So.
And then subtract those from them.
Okay. That is going to hit. 15 plus 9.
24.
24. Okay. And then
Does
the
it-
next one? The next one, 17 does hit.
19.
Okay. And at this point, it is bloodied. All right. Broy, you are up.
When it comes to facing undead, Korzo and I are basically identical in our damage. Because of my force damage.
I kind of goofed and I didn't apply the radiant effect to my sword, so that might have done something more. But,
on all of the attacks? Basically?
Well, no, he means instead of the radiant.
Instead of the fire. I
Or
would have done
fire, yeah.
radiant.
I'm gonna run over to Korzo. Korzo, I'm sorry. I was mesmerized.
My Vivian's dance.
I'm gonna do for my transgressions.
If fights go like this, if fights continue to go like this, we're gonna see that
I heal you
backup
for 30.
character sooner rather than later.
So
Don't worry, I got you.
Roy starts to pull some of his own life essence from him, and you start to see as like almost like a soul connection is made between Broy and Corzo, and energy from him is being pulled from Broy and put into Corzo. And Corzo, you are healed, you're healed for 30 HP.
It might be a little bit
Nice.
more than that. I'm double checking my things, but I'll update.
Okay, well, yeah, you correct it if that's the case.
Sorry.
All right, Polaris, you're up.
You heal for additional 5.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, because 1 level life cleric.
And I'm no longer bloody.
All right,
Just
you're
like-
gonna cast guiding bolt at this thing, and you're gonna completely whiff, and you're gonna shoot past it and into the corpse behind it. Also, I think you're muted. Maybe you're not.
I am muted.
Okay.
So, yes, guiding bolt, and guiding bolt is not going to work.
All right. You gonna move anywhere else after that?
No, I'm chilling.
Okay. And are you leaning up against the building at all?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're kind of leaning up against it, that door starts to kind of creak open a little bit.
I had to aggro the other half.
Sevatar, you are up.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 1 sorcery point, reroll one of those, that 1d6.
Okay.
Hey, see, that's how you're supposed to do it, Ben.
So
Spend
you
your sorcery
re-roll
points
one of
to
the
reroll one of the rolls.
life
You're supposed to roll max,
transferences?
not 1. Yeah, so an additional 8, and I take additional 4 damage. Or, I'm sorry, an additional 10, and I take an additional 5 damage.
So I
Okay.
get an extra 10 hit points.
Yes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
As Broy's playing Operation here, I'm going to go ahead and slam home a nice 30 points of damage there.
It's coming.
Jeez. Okay. That's gonna kill it.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. That's gonna kill it.
I'm going to dip out behind Broy here and say boogity boo and give him a nice little pat on the booty cheek. And I don't think I see any others, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of like train my crossbow over these 3 in front of me here, just in case.
Okay.
You guys are crazy.
Did I hear the door opening or creaking open?
Yeah, and you can kind of see it. It almost looks like Polaris just kind of bumped it a little bit, and it just kind of like swung open a little bit. It's on its hinges and kind of like swinging back and forth just a little bit.
Sevatar, could you be a doll and undo your spike growth?
I'm going to give a little... And little vipers will disappear into the old ground holes.
Okay.
My favorite kind of holes.
The old ground holes, I know. Who knows what lies beneath?
Treasure.
I think that's it for me.
Okay. Adalia, do you want to do anything after the battle?
I finally, like, come to after being stunned.
Oh yeah.
Aside from running over to like this direction and taking a look.
Peering
down
through
this
that
way.
door. Oh, you looking at that way? Okay.
Yeah, and then I start like analyzing this body in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception. Corzo, are you doing anything?
I'm going to tell the band to chill out, and then I will go ahead and I'm gonna go kind of just into
Rescue.
the middle of this area,
Thanks.
like over here.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself like
And-
the 30 feet or whatever.
Yeah. Whoa,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah, it's the grids aren't. One
No,
of them
I-
already
so
had
I
a grid.
I accidentally clicked some options or something. I don't know what happened. And I'm just gonna like put my hand to the ground and try to just like channel grim psychometry, see if I can gain any insight into what is.
Okay.
And I suppose I
Roll
gotta
me
roll for
a
that,
yeah. Roll me a history. I think is what we've been doing. Right.
It depends on the thing, but yeah, history's fine.
Okay.
Whatever
I'm
that
gonna-
is, it is a 20.
Okay. Cool. We'll explain that in a second. Vivian, are you doing anything? I mean, I could see you're kind of moving around.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to like what appears to be a central area and just try to listen and look out for any other signs of movement or enemies.
Okay. And with that, Polaris, you feel something. Actually, make me a charisma save.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Eric, I know you didn't just ask my fucking worst save.
You're,
does it
you're
to
also
me
going
all
to
the
be
time.
mesmerized.
Those
Only way he
wisdom
knows
saves,
how.
I know.
Actually, my charisma's a -1, so.
Perfect.
Oof. There you go. Now we'll get some banishment next session.
All right.
Turning lucid lullabies. Talking our alibis.
Destiny is calling me. Open up your eager eyes.
'Cause I missed her bright side.
I have a very disturbing meme.
All right. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Um,
We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye,
and I
Rub-a-dub-dub.
just put it in our Facebook chat.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
Rub a dub
In the
in the
tub.
bathtub.
Yeah, in the tub.
In the bathtub. No improv.
By the way,
Good
whenever
night.
next break rolls around, I've got somebody. Actually, we've kind of like collaborated on this. That has a great idea for like a bathtub like decor thing. I'll run it by you guys.
God.
It's so good.
Okay. Do. Okay. So, Corzo, as you're well, actually, let's start with Adalia, and we'll go back from there because Adalia was first. Adalia, you're kind of looking at this body. It looks like it's a. You've seen ghouls wandering around in the forest before, but this thing looks like it's somehow melded into some of the other body parts and used them as like a defense mechanism, almost like it has gained some extra knowledge in its own survival. It's very strange. Corzo, what was that?
The Borg.
All right, I don't know what that is.
Assimilated.
Star
Roy is
Trek
gonna-
reference.
Roy's gonna start moving, just trying to step into the only spots that aren't just covered in blood and guts from these creatures after they've just been brutally, what did you guys say? Set free. And so I'm going to, moved on. As these things have been brutally moved on. Oh. Is that what we came to kill?
No.
Not in the slightest.
No.
What? There's things worse than this?
Oh yeah, you have no idea.
Corzo right now focusing on the ground, trying to see what he can find, and is sensing. He's seeing visuals. There's a fire, a rampage happening, and people are throwing things. And as you kind of like open your eyes, you look over and you see that fire pit over there in the distance. and
There.
you see that people are celebrating. And then from the fire, you see a hunched over girl kind of coming out of the flames with like a silk dress that's all torn apart.
What?
And it goes after somebody, and then all of a sudden you see the town running in fear. And
Oh, this is what we see.
yes, this is all what Corzo's seeing right now. And you're kind of looking over, and all of a sudden you sense that there's a body that just drops to the ground, and a spirit starts rising from it, and you look to your left and you see that body right next to you. And even though you can't see the spirit right now, you sense that it's right there with that body. Almost as if you touched that body, the spirit would come towards you. And then you kind of close your eyes again and you focus and you start to see this more ethereal plane, and all of this same village and all of these ghosts are just walking around throughout it.
You the stepping on the beach. Do, 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 do.
And that is it.
I'm going to, once I come back to myself,
Yeah.
I'm going to stand up and just look at everyone and say, stay away from the bodies.
I wasn't gonna touch him. Was that a concern?
Did I hear anything happening with Druid guy Polaris?
No. You can,
Alright.
you can go ahead and give me an insight if you'd like.
Sure.
Adalia! What? What are you doing over there?
He looks... You can see that he's kind of just looking at his hand right now.
Don't touch them.
With his staff in his hand, and he's just kind of like looking at it, a little puzzled. And he just kind of like puts it down and just looking at all of you right now. Not looking at the bodies, doesn't seem fazed by anything.
Polaris, you seem to be out of sorts. Is something amiss?
As you approach Vivian, Polaris just kind of turns his head, looks at you, and then just
Notch an arrow.
takes a step over here.
Is he in shock? I'm going to do a...
I'll make a grapple attempt to try to grab him.
Okay.
As he walks up.
While he's doing that, I'll do a medicine check. Fail horribly. unless I have advantage because you're a doctor.
No. So go ahead and make the grapple first. Okay, and then I'm gonna.
That's why it failed. He failed the grapple, so I couldn't get a good look at him. That's what.
Can you go ahead and make a athletics or whatever check that would escape a grapple, Polaris?
Mm-hmm.
Either athletics or acrobatics, whichever is better.
Damn it! I keep clicking that. It's not what I want to do.
Just kind of like moves ever so slightly out of your hand grasp and takes a step back from you, Vivian.
Yeah, and I was trying not to make it like a violent grapple. It was like a grabbing him by the shoulders, like, "What's wrong? Let me help you." And
okay,
yeah,
yeah. Give me a persuasion with that as well. Okay. His response...
Do I have advantage because of our long friendship and history?
No, you're fine. He just kind of like moves back and looks without saying anything, grabs the staff with both hands. At this point, you guys can all tell there's something off.
Yeah, my bow's fully drawn, and I'll say out loud to the group, like, none of you met this man prior to today?
No.
Having a guess at what's going on, I'm going to pull a vial of holy water out of my bag and
leave it to the Christians.
Splash it on him and say, "Release him."
Okay.
Just a guess.
Give me an intimidation check, Corzo.
Well, that doesn't really You said intimidation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a -1. So,
Okay.
14.
Well,
Damn,
you
dude.
have advantage on this.
It's a 17.
So you throw it, and all of a sudden, Polaris drops to his knees, and you are no longer possessed right now, Polaris.
I now have 1 vial of holy water.
You threw water on him and he's better now? What?
Thank you.
For wetting you? What is going on?
It
Was
seems
that?
I found your voice again.
Are we all?
Oh.
Like I said, don't get near the bodies.
This one seemed
I
to have
back
been
up.
trapped inside there. I point to the house.
Is that where we should be starting our search, is what you're saying?
Something's in there.
Well, Corzo, you're the
Definitely
expert.
got my
I just saw
attention.
him behaving weirdly.
With that, Eric, I'd like to get over. Oh, you know what? Never mind. There's just the fence over here. I'm gonna climb over the fence.
That's fine. Easily done.
Yeah, and head back here by Savitar, but behind this crate.
Okay.
And I'm
There are
just gonna-
spirits.
Right next to that body.
Oh, those bodies? Oh no! Oh, no!
Nope.
No! I'm just gonna like maybe sit on the fence over here.
Okay.
This place is crawling with spirits. Just be on your guard.
Everyone, come here. I'm gonna cast Intellectual Fortress on everybody.
Okay.
Did you suddenly make your mic face the wrong way? You got really quiet.
I did.
All right. So you're gonna cast
Better
Intellect Fortress on everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Savitar, what you had missed just now is Polaris was acting a little weird, and
can do it on
Corzo
4
threw some holy
people.
water on him and basically scared out a ghost. Is
I'm
what
gonna
your
cast it on
guys are
myself.
thinking.
I see.
Corzo,
Spooked.
Polaris, and Vivian.
Okay. So
I'm
Broy,
the one who spooks.
Broy,
Wait, can't I
you-
twin it?
yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
If it has
Could I?
more than one target, you cannot twin.
it's myself and one other person in every level higher.
Then no, you cannot twin it. So who has it?
Me, Vivian, Corzo, and Polaris. Mainly because I can't see Savitar, so I can't.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I can't put it on him.
Ghosty boy.
To be fair,
I'm Batman.
the
Okay.
ghosts also see him.
Unless
You
I can
guys
see
have
through magical
Intellect
darkness.
Fortress.
Which does what now?
It gives you advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
The mental
let's
stats.
go.
All right. That door to that hut is still creaking. From
Which
the
hut
wind.
is it?
It is this one right here.
Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Yeah, the one with the door kind of opened.
All right, I'm going to begin to kind of walk the perimeter, avoiding any corpses that are on the ground.
Okay.
I'll follow behind Corzo about 15 feet.
Follow
I'm
behind
going,
him about 5 feet.
Yeah, I'm also trailing behind Savitar, and I'm gonna say out loud, if you guys know anything about these spirits, now's the time to let us know.
I'm
Oh.
coming over to this fire pit. I assume
Okay.
this is the one you were talking about.
Yes, that's the fire pit.
And I'm going to.
You saw like quite a few people there kind of laughing and having a good time.
Damn.
Okay, with your investigation, and you're going to use, I assume, use that same psychometry thing on it.
I
Big
mean, I
psychometry?
was physically going to look at the
Bloom.
fire,
Okay.
and, like see if there was anything in the fire.
You do see that there looks like burnt edges of spears sitting in there. Along with some like cans and stuff like that, but or not cans, but food stuff as well. But nothing out of the ordinary. The spears are kind of catching you off guard. Your guess is that they tried to attack whatever was coming from the flames. And this is what's left.
Well, that's just dumb. Why didn't they use water? Clearly, if it's in the flames, you throw water at it. I mean, water clearly fixes everything in this place.
Tell me about it. I wish I had more water in my chart.
Speaking of water.
Hey, Bloom.
Oh. I'm just gonna keep looking around the place, trying to find any indication of where, like, they would have sacrificed somebody like the guy told me about.
Okay.
Or, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just like, or they would have like put somebody to death, like they did with the girl supposedly.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to recall any information about that too with the favorite enemy stuff.
Okay.
I mean, if I had to, have a thought as to where this might have taken place, maybe where all the blood is.
That's not the only place that's been smeared in blood.
Maybe where the cart of all the bodies.
Why would you perform the execution at the dumping site?
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be pretty convenient?
You'd have to convince these prisoners to line up around the thing before you killed them.
I mean, you can convince people of a lot of things.
Now,
I'm sorry. Is
Corzo
that
and
more outlandish than
Sevitar.
throwing water on this
Yes.
man we just met, and somehow that made him better?
When
Yes.
When you guys were remembering right now, you're trying to
you
like
are forgiven.
recall other information. You were told that that the girl went missing or was no longer around. Sneaking suspicions was like she was killed by her family or something like that. But no public sacrifice area.
Perhaps in her home.
So you think it'd be more
Yeah.
private?
What was the girl's name?
Um,
Can I recall that?
Alexander.
yeah,
First
yeah.
and last.
It was
I also want their
Hilna.
parents' name.
Hilna.
It was Hilna.
Is there?
That could be anybody.
Was there a last name? Did he give a last name?
Nope.
What was the parents' name?
Smith.
There was information given, and go ahead and give me a intelligence check to recall.
It's been 2 weeks. Come on now.
Yeah.
I got 19.
It's a couple hours ago for Corzo.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
last
right.
night, and you guys were really exhausted.
And I broke
20.
a kid's leg.
But you guys all kind of remember. It says that the parents owned a tanning area.
Okay. Do I see a tanning area?
Well, there's benches over here.
No,
Uh,
we're in the north.
Oh, is
It's
that
no
this right
longer
here?
You,
Can I see?
yes.
This house.
Yeah, as soon as you say that house, I'm gonna look at it and then kind of step away, like,
Yeah.
Exactly the same response is happening from me. So
Alright,
we're just
well,
clearing.
I
the
guess
path
I'll
for 'em.
just. Well, I don't know. Fuck it. I'll force it open.
Okay.
The door.
There's not a whole lot of difficult forcing. You just kind of like grab or just kind of push it on open. It wasn't locked at all.
And it opens.
It opens up.
Okay. I step inside. Oh, I can't step inside.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's because the door's over there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't put the door where the path made sense on accident. Oh well.
That's okay. All right.
I'm at your back.
What the hell? I can't move into the room.
Give me 1 sec.
There's
I'm
more
just
invisible
gonna-
walls apparently.
It was the door,
Oh.
but I'm just gonna do
Oh,
this.
I see. Okay, all right. I can now move into the room. We're good.
Yeah, the door was in the way.
Investigation check.
I will provide assistance.
Okay.
or guidance you.
I'm gonna do
If
it.
you guidance, you lose concentration on your.
Oh shit! I'm concentrating. You're right. You're right. And when you write,
Eric,
you're right.
what are we standing next to here in the middle?
It looks like a little. Oh well, it looks like a tree, and underneath it they have a bunch of old. old lumber that's used for burning and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, they're
Just kind of like
investigating
wrapping around the tree.
I'm looking at whatever the fuck is happening over here.
All right.
Go ahead and investigate.
A cart
jump over
of
with Molly.
old bodies that have been placed over there.
Well, at least the
Corzo-
ghosts were disposing of the bodies. That's nice of them.
Yeah, but then why did they stop?
They got tired.
And I had advantage because
Yeah. As you're looking around, you're having to move furniture, and you kind of push that that fallen over bookshelf or dresser out of the way. And there's a rug underneath it, and as you move that rug, you see that there's a small little latch right there. And it's locked. It's locked.
Okay.
Wait. I sense a disturbance in the force, a tingling of my spidey senses. Did someone say lock?
Savitar, is there something you can do about this?
Oh, you bet your bottom gold piece I can. Hold on, let me make my way over here. By the way, Dolly, you're on your own over here. Oh, let's see.
Beetlejuice?
You like it? You like it? Oh, I can go ahead and open that sucker up real nice.
If I could roll something above a 5 tonight.
All right.
When it comes to like, skill
The
checks.
15, as you go in and pick it, it's not too hard. You managed to pick that lock pretty easily.
Bingo bango. I'm gonna and open up the lid or the
Okay.
latch.
And it sounds just like that.
When you start to open it up, you're hit with this strong rotting smell, as it's almost like this floor was sealed.
Like, are we talking like? Do you think this smell could like bench like 350 or?
Yeah, probably. Maybe even 375 on a good day.
Oh, look.
And as you're looking, you see that there's this kind of bundled up body in there with rags, and on top of the door that you just lifted up, you see fingernail scratches all across it.
Well, that's not good.
This is a horrendous fate for a child.
While this is
Did the
happening,
man
I'm going
say
to be
why his
inspecting
family
the
did
bodies
this?
without touching them, and to try and figure out a cause of death for all the ones in the cart.
All of them in the cart?
You get possessed by 8 spirits at once, all vying for control.
I become the supervillain.
Become a super villain.
Roy, did you give me a medicine check? Okay, go ahead and give me a medicine check for that. Okay. It looks as if, again, they're well, I mean, you're trying to dig past, or you're trying to look past all of the ones that have been being eaten at right now, and you're moving on to ones that are full corpses. It looks like their life essence was yanked from them. You see
Like,
like
there's no
black
physical wound?
veins coming up. You don't see any physical wound at all.
All right.
Do you guys do anything with the corpse that's inside of there?
Yep, I'm going to try to get it out of there.
Okay.
I'll help him if he needs any help.
Give me a medicine check, the two of Corzo. Yeah, both of you, or whoever wants to at advantage.
And my medicine is not great, but I'll
All right.
try.
So, Corzo, as you're pulling
all
this
right.
corpse out, you've seen a lot of corpses before, and Savitar, you're starting to notice this as well. There's deformities in this, almost like there's a massive hunch that this being would have had. As you're kind of pulling him out, the spine is all twisted and torn. The face is all deformed, with like one tooth growing in way more than the other.
Is it male or female?
It's female.
Ooh, I think
And
we
you
might have our
also
culprit
notice,
here.
and as you kind of pull it out and drag it on out, you see that there's a little stuffed doll in there as well. And you look and you see the fingernails on this have been bent back so far that they've actually started to rip from her hands as she tried to claw her way out of this.
I'm gonna give Corzo a look. I think we might have our girl.
This is the one. I'm also gonna grab the doll just to be safe.
Okay.
It seems like when her parents were planning their roadmap on life, she provided a bit of a bump for them.
Oh.
She looks about 7 years old.
I still made the pun.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Yeah, this is her.
This is the
Bring her
group's
over
normal
here.
conversation when we find a dead toddler.
I can't say for certain. This is the first time. So we'll drag. I'll just say over here, and drag her over to this fire pit,
Okay.
and put up a not for any actual anything, any spells or anything, but put a the sign, the one that you put on the ground and it stops the ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that around this fire.
Okay.
It doesn't actually flavor. Just
Yeah, I'm with you.
no actual.
You're trying to keep the spirits at bay, kind of a ritual-like way.
And,
You know,
pull out some
and
salt, make it
Sevatar
rain.
knows that this is not actually, it doesn't do anything, but it's something that most people do. And to try to keep with the traditions right now, seeing this young girl, you're trying to go back to what the roots would do. Make her feel more at home.
And then I will we'll go ahead and set her down in the fire pit.
Okay.
And I'll just break apart these nearby benches and throw the wood in the fire and light it up.
Okay. As you do that, it gets quiet and everyone's a little concerned as to what has happened to this little girl. But you start to hear, as this body starts to burn, faint screams coming from within it. And it's like,
From within her
as
body?
the flames are coming and cracking out. And you think that this is it leaving this plane. Corzo, you know it is. And with that, after a moment, the screams stop from the flames. And it all gets quiet, and all you hear is the crackling of the fire.
Well, that's our
You're
night,
telling
Wraith.
me you've taken down these beasts before?
Of course.
Few times, yeah.
Not always during the day, unfortunately.
Be a lot tougher if it was at night.
Ha ha ha.
If I'm not mistaken, the last one, one of you was possessed by the spirit.
I don't even remember.
Neither do I.
I'm pretty sure it was either you or it might have been. No, it
I
wasn't
mean,
Tom's character,
if
but
it was a mental saving throw, then it was probably me. Yeah. Well, that's our night wraith. I don't know if that applies to the other spirits, unfortunately.
Well, I imagine one of the only ways to figure it out is to go near one of the bodies.
I figure we should probably try to gather all of them up and burn them if we can. But
I want to touch him.
all right, I'm gonna try.
You told me not to.
I'm gonna grab this one and try to put it in the fire as well.
And I'll
Okay.
go for this one.
I'll go
Boy
with
and
it.
ask if he has an extra mask.
As you go to grab that body and pull it,
I'm sorry, this is the only one I have.
you almost hear,
I might have had a spare
Free
if
me.
I had gotten some first.
Thank
last
you.
night, but-
and you know it's not from the body itself,
No, you didn't.
but
You
You're holding it
specifically
and you're like-
first, whatever.
Oh, you did. I
you
don't
kind
know.
of just look into the etherealness, even though I know you can't see it, but you're just kind of staring. almost as if it's standing right above its corpse right now.
Right.
And you just drag that onto the fire. You think
And,
that it possessed Polaris in order to make itself known to you.
Ah.
In a plea
Very
for
well.
help, almost.
All right. Well, I'll continue doing the same with all the other bodies in the village.
Okay.
Once it looks
I'll help
safe,
him
I
with
will.
the same.
So you guys spend the next hour or so getting every single body you can and burning it down, trying to pull it out of its homes and stuff. And
Actually, since Polaris is helping Corzo, I'm gonna go ahead and go through each of these houses here.
okay, and loot them.
Well, just to see what's in there. Not loot, but probably.
Okay.
Well, they're dead. They can't eat.
Yeah, that was my plan
Yeah,
after
not gonna
this
help
was
'em.
done to go search for anything valuable. Or
Yeah, yeah.
So as you guys search everything, you do find about 120 gold worth of coins in the entire village. You find quite a few heavy coats and stuff that you guys could use. Really as many as you want, but you already have access
yes.
to a bunch.
I would like a heavy cloak. Cause I didn't grab one yet.
Yeah, all right. Then there's plenty here. And then it's really just a lot of despair and stuff. But as of valuable stuff, that's about it. You do get some tanning supplies if you guys want it. There's also some hunting traps, 3 of them to be precise, in one of the houses.
Dibs.
I'll take the tanning supplies.
Okay. And yeah, that's about it from there. But it
You
takes
don't
you a
mind if I
good
take hunting
searching everything and burning all the bodies is about an hour and a half to 2 hours in total.
Was that Ben?
You mind if I take the hunting traps?
But
Not at all.
does doing this to this one village free the rest of the island?
For any sort of further issues with this thing, yes.
Well, what about the ones that already exist?
I have a feeling this was most of them.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
an
know that
entire
it was-
city that's fallen.
Then we'll go back to the other town and
Just
do the same
burn
thing.
everything?
It's the only way.
If that's what needs to be done, yes.
Oh my god.
At least it's the only fast way. We could give them all
True.
their own grave and dig out 6 feet for each one, but that takes a lot of time.
And a lot of wasted time, too. No one's paying for them. We're merely searching for passage.
I mean, I
Are
thought you
their
just found
clothes
gold.
or belongings possessed as well?
Nope, none of the belongings were possessed.
You're gonna loot the bodies?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Dahlia, what are you guys doing? This is disrespectful.
I'm looking. I was looking for identifiers. If there were like particular rings or necklaces these people were wearing that I could take back to their families, but also if
It's
made
a
of
very
diamond-
poor village. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of personal possessions beyond things
we
like
put, like,
small
some
little
boats?
hay toys and stuff like that.
I'll crouch down near a body for Broy and be like, let's ask him, excuse me, sir. I know that you can no longer move or no longer have any sort of mental faculties, but would you mind if we took everything upon your person and in your home? And I'll go and jimmy with the chin. "Oh, sure, go ahead. Thank you for, by the way, releasing our spirits into the afterlife. See, he doesn't mind.
I mind.
Then you can bury him. I'm going to search his pockets real quick.
Oh, I'm gonna push
Okay.
you over.
The same
You
the
can't
same
see
loot
me.
that I said before. That's
can
what you
push
get off
the
of them.
shadow
in
that
total.
you
Put under
exist
this
in.
body and aid in the pulling of bodies into the fire.
It's mostly copper and silver pieces that you guys actually find. But in total, the amount.
20 gold each.
Leave the bodies alone. Just burn them. Let them die with their dignity.
20 gold each unless somebody wants to forego their gold from
I'll
the
pay.
bodies.
Well, not necessarily from the bodies,
I'm
but
happy
from
not
the village.
taking the gold of the
I'm not
dead.
taking any of that gold.
120 by 4.
30 gold each. Right?
Got it. If you ever
I
want
think we
that
should
money,
take all that
Adalia.
gold, melt it into an urn, and put all the ashes of the corpses in it, and then bury the urn.
You would need an exceptionally large urn to put the ashes of every single body that we're burning into it.
Maybe just a sample.
Consider it the funeral expenses.
Oh, this is wrong. And I'm going to start walking out of the village and kind of sit, not helping at all.
Okay.
Or
Could I have
climb
any,
over the fence actually and not even try and go near the dead bodies that I'm not sure are 100% dead.
That's fair.
Do I feel like the
against
people
the
of
tree over
Skellig
here.
would mind us taking stuff?
No, nah.
Okay,
You
I
think
figured.
most of the people of Skellig would do the same? A fallen person, they're dead. Their belongings are whoever can claim them or whoever has the right to them.
There
I
you go.
understand this seems a bit barbaric or
Smart.
unright with these people passing into the afterlife, but the people here of Skellig understand that things do have a use after they've passed, and I know for a fact that they would much prefer their items to be continually used and to better the living rather than just melted away or just buried. It might seem different from people like you from the mainland, but this is how we do things here.
Do whatever you want. I'm not having a part of it.
Very well.
Wow, you will spit in the tradition of a person's culture.
To hold up my own values, yes.
It's all right. The man's been a crow for most of his life. He'll get
Only
used
a
to
few
it
months.
eventually.
If he were a crow, he would have a greater affinity for shinies. He's a mockery of his people.
My people.
Oof.
I've been on
With that,
battlefields my whole
I
life.
think we should head back.
Indeed.
Burn any along the way that we may find.
Indeed.
All right.
I'm sure we've got
Indeed.
all
So-
of them.
You guys are feeling like, or at least Korzo and Sevatar both feel like this was the cause of the curse that was stated. They feel like this town was corrupt due to that wraith, and over time quickly took down the entire village. Which then the stories of the survivors from this village got spread out towards the rest of the of Undvik, where you guys are currently. And
While they're-
with that gone, you feel like it's safe to come back here.
While they're doing this, I'm going to be carving like every 20 feet or so, walking around, just kind of praying, carving in my religious god
Korzo.
symbol into the wall.
Okay.
Yes.
That symbol you drew around the fire, it kind of got me to thinking. It looked vaguely similar to some of the symbols that were on that strange box we found, no? In Nefreru's heap of a corpse?
Yes. Well, the symbols are not quite the same. I'd probably recognize them a little better if so. But I was wondering about that box myself, actually. I believe when we first came upon it, I either didn't have or forgot to use Grim Psychometry on it, so I was going to do that later.
What is over here?
But I'd like to know what you find out about it.
Over where? Oh, it's a graveyard.
Or if anybody had
Hopefully they don't see that. They'll
some
probably dig up the bodies and try and
arcane
get more gold.
means of
Okay.
defining what an object is.
I might.
All right, are we heading back then?
Yes.
All right. So as you guys are, and we will do some of this box stuff next session, and I will remind you guys that this is something you wanted to do kind of on your walk back. You guys are kind of just leaving this area. You can see the smoke burning from or at least the smoke that has risen is kind of taken over a good chunk of the sky above this village. From all of these corpses, it did not smell good, but the Witchers are kind of used to that scent. And at this point, some of the rest of you guys have kind of gotten used to this death and decay around you. But you guys are starting to head back, and it's been about 4 to 5 hours at this point, because it was about an hour here, hour back, so about 5 hours. And you're starting to see the village, and that ship that looked like it could barely sail looks way better now. Improvements to the sidewall, the whole hull looks like it's strong enough. It looks like they put a whole nother deck on top of it to kind of increase it for sailing purposes. So then you're not sitting in the inside, but you're sitting on top. They've made this way better, and you guys are thoroughly impressed by the amount of work that they have done in the last few hours. And with that, we will pick up as you guys are approaching the village next session, which will be in 2 weeks from now. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching. I appreciate that. We will be back 2 weeks for this game, and next week is going to be Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So come back every Tuesday for another D&D game. Is there any final words that you guys would like to say?
Shout out to Toli and Ronak, who are in chat right now.
Ooh. Thank you for being in chat.
Or watching, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks, I know.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
But next week is Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So every week
Definitely
we have a
sounds more of
D&D
a,
game going on here at 6 o'clock, same time. So no matter what, there will be a game on Tuesdays. So thank you guys for coming and watching. And with that, Justin, you want to sign us off?
Okay, bye.
I did it.